Hello everybody, so today we're going to be reading Wings of Starlight by Alison Saft, and I thought we could do a little reading vlog together because I am so excited to read this book. For those of you that don't know, it is the story of the Queen of Pixie Hollow and how her and the Lord of the Winterwoods came to be, and I'm just so excited to sort of get back into the magical world of Tinkerbell. I'm definitely going to watch the film at some point during this vlog as well. But yeah, I just love the cover. It's so beautiful. Like, look at that. Anyways, yeah. So I am currently in a hotel because me and Millie are going to a comedy show tonight. So we have come to stay in a hotel. I am reading some of my book. I read a little bit of it on the train and I'm reading a bit more now. So I'm only on chapter 3, I've only read a little bit so far, but it just feels so magical. Even the prologue, just the very beginning of it, just felt so magical. And I've got a couple of tabs. I've got 3 tabs, just I think one's a quote and then 2 are just sort of bits of imagery that I really like. The quote that I highlighted was, "That familiar ache of loneliness unfurled through her like a collapsing star." I just really like that. But yeah, I'm going to carry on reading for a little bit. It is now the next day and I am home. I'm very tired and chronic illness is chronic illnessing, so I am now in bed and I'm going to read a little bit more. I've not read too much. I'm up to page 60, so I read a couple of chapters while I was away. I only was away for one night, so I didn't have much time to read. Clarion and Milori have just met for the first time. Literally just in that chapter they just met for the first time, which was really fun. And yeah, I really want to, in the next day or so, watch Tinkerbell. It's very magical. I've got a couple of tabs already with just sort of things that make me feel really magical, if that makes sense. So for example, let me find the one I just tabbed a little while ago. So she was talking about the magic of Pixie Hollow, and she said, "It made the very air smell sweet, like honeyed tea and cinnamon rolls rising in an oven. Its subtle presence never failed to fill her with wonder." And that just, I don't know, it's just so magical, and yeah, I love it, and I've got a few like that. But I am about to go make a hot chocolate because it's been raining all day today. It's only just sort of started to become sunny out. I'm not sure if I've got a cold or hay fever, but I've got something going on. I am all cozy in my blanket and in my big jumper, and I thought perfect time to go and make a hot chocolate and settle down with my book and read for a little bit. I just made me and my mum a hot chocolate each. Yummy. I can just tell already these are going to be the staple of my autumn and winter, even my summer. I had a hot chocolate yesterday as well at the comedy show that me and Millie went to, which was really good. Also, this sort of matches my book with like the blue and the gold. I didn't even do that intentionally. That's really good. That, because it's chocolate flakes, it's proper chocolatey. Really good. And then I've got vegan marshmallows on top too. Good morning everybody. So I am now about a quarter of the way through Wings of Starlight. I keep forgetting what it's called. I'm about a quarter of the way through Wings of Starlight, and yeah, I'm really liking it so far. I just love how magical it feels, and I really want to read some more sort of like Disney retellings, because I know there is quite a few out there, but I don't think I've ever read any before. And I've always loved Tinkerbell and sort of the world of Tinkerbell, so I just absolutely love it, and it just feels so like wholesome. So I think we're going to have our second meeting with Milori very soon, and I just really love sort of finding out more about Clarion's character, because I really like her in Tinkerbell, and it's really interesting sort of seeing her backstory. Hello everybody, a little update time. I'm looking a little bit frazzled. We're going to pretend I didn't just sleep for the last hour. I have gone into the habit of napping lately, and I just had a little nap, but I'm a bit further into Wings. I need to remember the name of this book, Wings of Starlight, and I feel the action is now sort of really starting to take place, because it's sort of been gradually building up, but I think we're about to get into the main sort of plot point of the book, which is very exciting. Good morning everybody, I am now over halfway through Wings of Starlight. It's one of those books for me where I can really picture it in my head. I don't know if it's because obviously I've also watched Tinkerbell, so I know what, you know, what Pixie Hollow looks like and everything like that, but yeah, I just love it when you can really picture a book in your head. And I think, because I'm going out with my nan today for brunch, but I think when I get back I'm going to watch the Tinkerbell film with her and her sister, the one that's like in the where she goes into winter, because I feel like that will be perfect for this book. But yes, and we've sort of started getting little hints of Clarion and Milori's relationship, like the way they just, like the way he really cares for her. It's really cute. But I still am obsessed with this cover. It might be one of my favourite covers of all time, honestly. I love it. I've just been reading for a little bit and I'm now about to sit down and watch Tinkerbell. So I'm making myself a cup of tea. I'm going to have some of the chocolate digestive tea from Bird and Blend. I love those teas. So this is the one that we're going to be watching, The Secret of the Wings. And then I've also got my crochet here. I've made a couple so far of the stars and I'm going to carry on making some more whilst I watch this.
Two fairies met and fell in love. One of them was a winter fairy,
and the other was from the warm seasons.
I have finished watching Tinkerbell and I've also finished doing my stars. Honestly, I just love watching Tinkerbell, like any of them. They're just such comfort films for me. But I feel like watching this one now, like that I was actually looking for Clarion and Milori sort of clues and moments. You notice it a lot more, whereas obviously before you're sort of watching it for Tinkerbell for her friends and that sort of thing, whereas when you're actually watching it for Clarion and Milori, you sort of notice the things. Good morning everybody, it is now the next day. You probably can't ever tell that the days have changed, so I'm pretty sure I'm in the same outfit, like pretty much all of the days. I'm gonna ignore my throat, I think I'm getting a bit of a cold. But I've only got 90 pages left of Wings of Starlight. We're probably getting into the action now, and sort of, because obviously before there was a bit of stakes, but now is like the highest stakes, and I actually have genuinely no idea what's actually going to happen. So yes, but I have been really enjoying the romance because I think it's very different to a lot of other books, because I think a lot of like books, like romance books, are just very heavy, whereas this is just really cute and light and innocent, and yeah, it's really nice, and it's just like a very hopeful sort of book, if that makes sense. But yes, I'm planning on hopefully finishing this today. I now have less than 50 pages left of the book, so I'm definitely going to try and finish it today. I've just been reading while waiting for my cakes to bake. I have made these raspberry and white chocolate muffins. I'm going to wait for them to cool down. I'm actually going to put them on a cooling rack, wait for them to cool down, and then I'm going to melt some white chocolate as well to drizzle on top. back in bed. Is anybody surprised? I do apologise this vlog hasn't been more interesting in terms of location, but chronic illness girly, so I've been in bed. But I have got one more chapter left and I'm really sad for this to be over because I've genuinely really enjoyed it. But everything's sort of been resolved now, although I have a feeling the last chapter is going to be a bit sad. But everything's been resolved. Also, I forgot to mention at the very beginning, I should have mentioned, I love the queer representation in this book, and we just finally got a little, I'm not going to say what happened, but yeah, and I love the people that it's between. I'm trying not to give anything away, but yeah, I really like that. Home for the rest of her long life. We finished! This is a very bittersweet moment because oh, I just love it so much. I'm actually out of bed, who would have thought? I just had to get ready because I'm going out for dinner with my dad tonight. But I thought I'd give you my final update on Wings of Starlight. I absolutely loved this book. And I know it's like, it's nothing profound, it's nothing like life-changing, but it was just, there's no faults with it for me. I absolutely love how everything was described in this book. It was just so like charming and beautiful, and you could really picture it. I think it also obviously helped I've watched the Tinkerbell films, so you can really picture everything. The ending, I don't want to spoil it or anything, but the ending did make me sad. However, I watched the movie, why don't I always forget what it's called? The movie with the two sisters. I watched that, so I know that like there is a happy ending, but you know. But yes, it was really lovely. Oh, my camera's gonna die, so I should probably wrap this up. But yeah, it was really lovely and I would recommend it. I gave it a 5 stars and I'm very sad to finish this book, but I'm really happy that I read it. So thank you all so much for joining me and I'll see you again for another video.